Hi friends, welcome to your bedtime yoga series. My name is Sonja and I'll be guiding you through just a brief practice to help you relax, settle in, and get ready for a good night's sleep. So go ahead and take care of all the things you need to do before bed, brushing your teeth and getting into your PJs or maybe just your most comfortable yoga clothes. And then grab your mat. We'll set up against a wall or, in my case, a door. Bring the short edge of your mat up against the wall. And if you have a blanket or a pillow handy, go ahead and bring that over as well. And let's get started. So first, we'll come to tabletop and just start to get out any of the day's last wiggles. So stack your shoulders over your wrists, stack your hips over your knees, and as you inhale, we'll come to cow pose. Drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, look up. Exhale for cat, round your spine. Find this big arch through your back. Inhale for cow, tailbone lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale for cat, tuck your tail, tuck your chin. Coming back to tabletop, just start to invite in any other movements or wiggles. Maybe it feels good to stretch one leg long behind you and shake it. And then the other. Swishing your hips a little side to side. And then as you come back to your tabletop, we'll inhale, bring your right arm up high. Open your chest and circle your wrist in one direction and then the other. Stay for one more inhale. And as you exhale, we'll thread the needle. Bring your right arm underneath your left. And bring your right ear down towards the mat. Allow your body to start to soften and grow heavy here as you breathe into your right shoulder. We'll start off moving a little bit quicker, and as we move through our practice, we'll really hold the shapes for some time. 2 more breaths right here. Inhale, lift your right arm back up to the sky, and exhale, we'll set it back down. Opposite arm, left arm reaches up. Take a wrist circle in one direction, and then the other. Open your chest just a little more as you breathe in, and thread the needle as you breathe out. Settle your temple or your cheek towards the mat. And if it feels far away, you've got that blanket or that pillow, so you can always prop your head up a little bit higher. Remember that we're looking to get really comfortable in these shapes. This is our way to unwind. Doesn't matter what your breath pattern is, but just keep breathing. Two more breaths right here. And then you'll press back into your right palm as you reach your left arm high. Exhale, set it back down. And then we'll come to child's pose. And if you have a little bit more sensitive knees, bring your blanket just underneath your knees. You'll stretch your knees out wide as your yoga mat and sink your hips down and back. And then stretch your arms long in front of you. allow your head to come to rest. And let your belly hang loose. And start to draw your attention inwards here. Now, more than ever, I think it's important that we practice surrender. Practice letting go. Let go of what your day or your week or even your yoga practice is supposed to look like. And focus in on what your day or your week or your yoga practice actually is. And you can use your energy to steer your ship in a direction that leads you to greater joy, greater relaxation, and more complete surrender. Know that even if I grow quiet, I'm right here with you. And when I grow quiet, your mind starts to grow busy, try to draw your attention back to your body, back to your breath. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath right here. See if there's anywhere you can soften just a little more. And at the bottom of your 3rd round of breath, press yourself back up. And go ahead and take any wiggles or movements that might feel good, stretching your legs behind you. And then we'll come on down onto our backs, making our way into figure 4 at the wall. So you'd like to have your legs about shin's length away from the wall, and you'll plant your feet up against the wall with your shins parallel. Let your head and neck be heavy and your shoulders rest down on the mat. And then cross your right ankle over your left. Find a soft flex in your right foot. And you should feel a nice stretch in your right outer hip. And if you're not feeling quite enough stretch, you can scoot your hips a little closer to the wall to increase the sensation. You can also play with where your left foot lands on the wall to increase or decrease sensation. And once you find a spot that feels like a promising stretch without pain, settle in. Start to take a scan of your body, noticing anywhere you might be gripping clenching, or just using muscular effort that isn't needed. See if you can use your breath to soften into the shape. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. Perhaps if your mind still likes to wander, you create a little mantra for yourself. Something to say on the inhale and something to say on the exhale. Perhaps I am powerful as you inhale. I am kind as you exhale. Or whatever words ring true for you. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath right here. Last one. And as you're ready, slowly you'll begin to release this shape in your legs, perhaps by sliding your left foot up the wall and then stretching both legs up, finding a soft shimmy in your knees, and then coming into this shape on the opposite side. So left ankle will cross over your right knee and come right back to stillness. Sometimes stillness can be the most challenging part of our asana practice. So show yourself just how powerful and just how kind you can be. I like to imagine that someone has placed warm, weighted stones on each shoulder and on my sternum, and their gentle pressure and warmth helps sink and relax me down into the mat, into the wood, and into the earth. Notice where your mind is. If thoughts of your day, things you did or didn't accomplish, start to creep in, acknowledge them, and then gently push them away. And retune your attention to your body and your breath. 3 more cycles right here. Feel your chest and belly rise and fall, knowing that even in your stillness, we are always moving. And then gently we'll start to make our way out of it, stretching both legs long up the wall, taking any little wiggles. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze as you interlace your fingers around your shins and use your biceps to pull them a little closer towards you. You can start to rock gently side to side. And then as you're ready, allow your knees to come over to the right, coming into a supine twist. Your gaze can come to the left, and let this twist be really soft and easy. I like to place my blanket underneath my knees. Sometimes it feels better to place them in between my knees. Just play around with it a little bit, see what feels good to you. And once you've found a place that feels sustainable and relaxing, settle in. Allow the muscles along your spine to relax. Feel your body becoming more soft, more pliable, and more receptive to the restorative night's sleep that awaits you. Two more breaths right here. And then slowly, in no rush, we'll bring our knees back to center. And then allow them to come over to the left, taking your twist in the opposite direction, giving yourself a moment to set up any props that you like for your comfort. Knowing that all of my suggestions and all of these shapes are just here to help you relax, help you slow your breath, and replenish your body. 2 breaths here. And then slowly we bring our knees back to center. Give yourself one more squeeze. And let it go. For our last shape this evening, we're going to come to legs up the wall. So I personally really like to have a folded blanket underneath my hips. So I'll go ahead and place that right by the wall. And you'll start by swinging one hip up as close to the wall as feels comfortable. And then lay down and bring both legs straight upwards. Take a moment to settle in and find where you feel comfortable. Maybe the blanket doesn't feel good. Maybe you prefer to be flat on the floor. Maybe you like your feet out a little wider, or maybe they come straight up. But find somewhere that feels good. And then for these last few minutes, resolve into as much stillness as your body will allow. Think of this time as recharging your battery. Just like when you plug your phone in, if you're playing with it the whole time, it won't really recharge very fast. So if you're fidgeting, you can't restore your body as efficiently. You have nowhere to go. You have nothing to do. You've made the decision to commit this time to yourself. So honor that decision with stillness. You might begin to feel some gentle tingling in your feet or legs. That's totally fine. Feel your hips heavy, shoulders relaxed. Notice the muscles in your face. See if you can soften around your eyebrows, around your jaw. Maybe you can even soften your tongue, allowing your lips to gently part. Stay here for as long as might serve you. if you're ready to crawl into your warm, comfortable bed, slowly begin to slide your feet down the wall and gently roll over onto your left side. And make your way gently to bed. Have a wonderful night.